In this video, we're going to show you how to manage your company's listing on IndustryNet. So in the previous video, we showed you how to claim your company's listing on IndustryNet. Now that the listing is claimed, we're going to show you how to go ahead and manage the aspects of that listing. So go ahead and open your web browser and go back to IndustryNet.com. Once you're there, you're going to want to log back into your account. Now, if you see your name up in the upper right-hand corner, that means you're still logged in, and you can go ahead and just click on your name to get right back into your dashboard. If you see a login button appear, it means that the system has logged you out since you were last on the site. And you're going to want to go ahead and click on that, enter your email address and the password that you used to set up your free IndustryNet account to log back in. And remember, this is the account that we set up for you for free. It's an IndustryNet account, and it just gives you the ability to claim your company's listing on IndustryNet. So go ahead and click on that and get back into your account dashboard. Now, you'll remember that when we had claimed our company's listing when we left off, all of these icons were dimmed out. They were in gray because the listing had not yet been approved. Now, since that last video, this listing has been approved. I received an email from IndustryNet letting me know that the listing has been approved and I can now manage it. So now when I log back in, I'll see that these light up and they're now in blue, meaning that they're active. So, and here's the company name indicating that's the company that I claimed. What we're going to do is we're going to run through these icons from left to right. So the first one here is the Manage Listing icon. And this is what allows you to manage the aspects of your listing that are specific here to IndustryNet. So if I go ahead and click on that, I'll see here right up at the top is a listing of the categories under which my company appears, as well as the promotional text that appears for those particular categories. So if I need to make any changes to this, I'm going to go ahead and just click on this edit icon. It says request changes up in the upper right here. And when I click on that, I can have the ability to specify any additional categories that I want to be listed under, any categories that I might want to change or remove, as well as the ability to enter new text, promotional text for my company. And if I wanted to improve my ranking for a particular category, if I wanted to move up into the search results a little bit higher, that would also be the form that I'd fill out to get information on being able to do that. Directly below that is a section for listing graphics, and this is where you can upload your small logo, your large logo, and your cover art. The small logo is the one that appears on the search results page, and it's only available for featured listings. So if you only have a preferred listing or you have a free listing, you can upload this logo, but it will not appear. It only appears if you have a featured listing under that particular category. The large logo is the one that appears on your company's listing page, and this any supplier can upload a logo. So whether you're a featured, a preferred, or even just a free listing, you can upload a large logo, and again, that will appear on your company's listing page right up here. And if you don't have one, you'll see this little watermark appears by default. And then, of course, is the cover art. This is the large graphic that appears at the top of your company's listing page. So right now you'll see it's this gray mesh graphic. That's the default. And I can upload a piece of art that could go all the way across in here, and I could use that to highlight anything that I want about my business. I could put some, I could put imagery about the products, about the company, the logo, a tagline. It could be used any way that you desire. This is just the first graphic that buyers will see when they land on your company's listing page. And that's available for featured and preferred listings. So if you have either a featured or preferred listing, you can upload that cover art. And if you're a free listing, again, you can upload it, but it won't appear until you upgrade your listing. Directly below, you'll see a section here for social media links. This is where you can input the URLs for your Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, etc. to have those icons then appear on your company listing page. And that's available for all featured and preferred listings. And then the downloadable PDF catalog. Again, you can upload a PDF and you can have that appear on your company's listing page. It can be a catalog or a price list or a brochure. And that's available for featured or preferred suppliers. And then all the way down here at the bottom is your photo library and video library. This allows you to upload a series of photos that you can put on your listing page, as well as specify videos that you want to appear on your company's listing page. Again, just information that'll help buyers learn more about your company. And these two features are available for featured and preferred listings as well. And again, if the features that are available only for the preferred and the featured listings, if you are a free listing currently, you can go ahead and fill this out and get it all ready, and then if and when you're ready to upgrade your listing to a preferred or featured, at that time, once it goes live, all these elements will just become active because you've already uploaded them. So what we're going to do is, that's the end of this page, so we're going to go back to the dashboard, and you can always get back to your dashboard by clicking on your name in the upper right hand corner of the site. So clicking on that from anywhere within the site will take you back to your dashboard. So here we are. We just looked at this first icon. The second icon here is to update your M&I company profile. So IndustryNet is powered by M&I. All of the listings and all of the information that appears on IndustryNet comes from the M&I database of U.S. manufacturers and suppliers. So if you want to update any information about your company, such as your company name, your address, your phone, fax, email, website, etc., you're going to want to click on this icon, and this will allow you to update your company profile with M&I. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And I'll just show you that this actually brings up the M&I website, and it brings up a very detailed form where you can update all of the information about your particular business, and this is the information that'll appear in your M&I profile. So you'll fill all this out, make sure everything's correct, submit any changes, and hit the submit button. It'll get submitted to the M&I editorial department for review, and once they approve it, it'll go live into the database and it will appear on IndustryNet. Typically that process takes up to a week or so for it to appear online because it goes through that manual process of being reviewed. The third icon from the left is to view your company's activity report. So this here will give you some statistics on your company as it appears on IndustryNet. Primarily here it'll give you the number of searches for the categories under which you're listed, and then it'll give you some specific stats for your business, such as the number of times your listing was viewed, number of times buyers clicked on your website, sent you an email, viewed your phone number, downloaded your catalog, etc. If you have a featured or preferred listing, you will see some additional stats in here that are not available for free listings, such as website visitors, direct inquiries, quote requests, downloads, all those features that are specific to the featured and the preferred listings. So, but in any case, you'll always see the number of searches here for your category. And then finally, this last icon here is simply to unlink your listing. So if you no longer want to manage this listing, you no longer want to be responsible for it, or somebody else at your organization wants to take over, and you don't want this to appear in your account anymore, you go ahead and click on this icon and it removes it from your account. And it's important to note that doing this does not delete your company's listing off of IndustryNet. That's completely separate. All this is doing is just saying that your IndustryNet account is no longer authorized to manage this company's listing. It just has broken the link between your account and that company. But the company still exists, and it can subsequently be claimed by somebody else in order to manage it and update it. And with that, I want to just show you, if you are responsible for managing multiple listings, if your company has multiple locations or subsidiaries, you can do that at any time. You can add in additional listings here just by clicking this plus icon. If you know your company's listing ID, you can enter that. Otherwise, all you have to do is search for it on IndustryNet, just like we did in the previous video. I'll search. We have a listing set up for IndustryNet. I can locate that, click on it, go to the listing page, and again, just as we showed you in the previous video, scroll all the way down and click the Claim This Listing link. And you'll see now it appears in my dashboard, and again it's dimmed out in gray because it has to go through that manual approval process in order to verify that I'm an authorized representative for this business. So once that is approved, I would receive another email, and I would be able to manage this listing. At any time, you can just click this to take it out of your account if you need to. And also, I'll point out that let's suppose there's multiple people at my company that want to be responsible for managing this listing. They too can claim the listing just by creating an IndustryNet account, coming in here and hitting the plus and entering the listing ID, or finding it and claiming it. You can have your account can manage an unlimited number of company listings, and likewise an unlimited number of people at your company can actually become authorized to manage your company's listing on IndustryNet. As a manager of a listing, you can view all the inquiries and quote requests that were received by this company. So inquiries are direct emails that were sent specifically to this company, and quote requests are people who filled out this get a quote form and sent out an inquiry to multiple companies. That would appear in here. So even though These two items, the direct inquiries and the quote requests, are always sent immediately by email to the company. If for some reason you don't have a copy of that email, if it was lost or accidentally deleted, or maybe it ended up in a spam folder, you can always come right back into your IndustryNet account to access that information. So at any point you can view all the inquiries that your company received, again, all the direct emails, as well as all the quote requests, and by clicking on any one of these you can bring it up and you can view all the details of that right there. And any listings that you manage up here, all of those inquiries and quote requests will appear down here at all times so that you can always see it for all of the businesses that you're managing.